at the end of the day, the win here is not even just for Chelsea. The win is that Cole Palmer got a hat-trick.
I'm hoping
he now has the most hat-tricks in the first half.
In Premier League history.
Oh,
wow. He has 3 first half hat-tricks.
He has 3 first half hat-tricks.
He has more hat-tricks for Chelsea than any other player in Chelsea's history.
Also true. He also is now.
This guy is gonna end up being a legend for Chelsea without even completing 5 years. I kid you not.
He's not the legend. He now has 51 goals, so he's 8th, I think, in our ranking for top scorers.
Like
he's 8th. He just passed John Terry.
Big clubs, bro. Me, I had some Fugazi stuff a bit there because I feel like a big club needs to kind of have a lot of really proper players. Chelsea's had really great players. Don't get me wrong, but a short period of time. I think I think because you've had great players. Don't get me wrong. You've had world beaters in your team, but for me personally, if a player is becoming a legend after 3 years, I mean, don't get me wrong. We make the same joke about Manchester City. Albeit Haaland was an animal for 3 years, scoring all the goals he has. He's going to end up being a legend for the Premier League legend at the NBA and a City legend. Fair enough. But you're looking at Chelsea because I feel like Chelsea.
I would say it's like the caliber of legends that we like have for our teams who let's say had a prolonged period of success. Like if you come in and like a team, like investors invest in a team, then they start to get more foreign players and things of that nature. Then you're getting now like the world-class players per se who can become legends with respect to you guys winning trophies or goals, assists, whatever that be. But for Chelsea, before obviously Abramovich, you have players who've maybe played for Chelsea for like, I don't know, 200 odd games or so. So they're not like giving the same output as a, you know, maybe a Haaland or a Henry or something. But they were there through, you know,
I mean, but I understand. For me, understandably so, in terms of even legends, I feel like they've had really good attackers because they have legends who are defenders as well. And John Terry has a really good scoring record.
I'm saying before. That's what I'm saying.
Palmer just passed.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a centre back who is on your. But to be fair, John Terry is a fantastic scorer in the box. One of the best to ever do it. But for me, I just feel like I feel like there's that. If you're a big team, if you're gonna be considered a big dog, and don't get me wrong, not like Chelsea are not on their way there. They are very much on their way there, but they're not there yet.
You have to put it into context in terms of Palmer and why we are elevating him into that kind of status.
No, I do too.
Is when he came to our team. Palmer was the one who, like, at that time you saw Chelsea, we were in shambles. We were really in shambles and everybody knows it. When Palmer came in from Man City, then he was the one who used to carry us. Like, there were so many times, if Palmer was not on the pitch, Chelsea, we were done. And it's those small moments, he would change the game, or even a moment of brilliance. He gave us hope when we didn't have it. And that's why those kinds of small moments, even if it's 1 or 2, 3 years, he can elevate you like that.
I'm not arguing with that. I have put him at a legend status in Chelsea. The issue is that my issue is that it does not take much to be a Chelsea legend, and that is why that caliber, me putting you in the caliber of like clubs like United, Real Madrid, Liverpool, Barcelona, it cannot work. That's not going to be the same. For you to be regarded as a legend for those clubs.
The same longevity as that, right?
That's what I'm talking about.
So that plays a part in whether you can be regarded as, one of the big dogs. That's why it was my argument.
Which is why I was arguing that their sample size of the caliber of players like that you're looking for that
is not very big.
It's not very big, because you're going back. Let's say what 25 years. Give or take.
Yes, you're looking at that range, and even for example, like even you look at United.
We're not saying he's not.
No, I'm not saying anything. What? I've been quiet, man.
You're looking at United ever since Fergie retired. The only legend that we've added to our team to ever be in United is Bruno Fernandes. You're looking at Bruno Fernandes because of what he's done. He may not have won the highest caliber of trophies, but what he's done for United while being there, the impact he has had, being able to score 104 and 5 goals as a midfielder, having 96 assists in that period as well, 200 GA in 300 games is insane. output and what the impact that he has had for United in regards to all that, now that puts him in a status above, a lot above.
But, so I've got a question in this case, because it sounds like you're really putting together impact and stats.
Impact and stats, yes.
I don't think they necessarily go hand in hand. So for example, you've mentioned one player for Man U since Fergie left that you can say has been impactful, like to that status, which is Bruno Fernandes, right? I can name you 5 Chelsea players since Fergie left Man U to now that I can say have been incredibly impactful. You're looking at your N'Golo Kantes, you're looking at your Diego Costas, you're looking at your Eden Hazard, right? All of those players have been incredibly impactful to Chelsea, and I would consider them in this particular 2 decades or 1 decade. I would consider them up there in terms of status, right? But the thing is, they don't have the stats to showcase that, right?
Yeah, I don't argue that N'Golo Kante is a Chelsea legend. He's a Premier League legend.
Facts.
He is.
Facts.
That is a Premier League legend.
That, right?
Anyone who won the league with Leicester, for me, you get a pass. You get a pass. He won it with Leicester.
And
next year went to Chelsea and won it again, and he was a key integral player to that. N'Golo Kante, his impact wise, and I said I put them both hand in hand because of the caliber of players I'm looking at. You see now, when you look at Kante, yes, 100%. He's not to do with GA, but impact as well. Yeah, but when I'm looking at attacking players, of course I'm going to include GA, because now I can't. This guy is gonna start to say Gyökeres has had impact in his team, and we're gonna start calling him a legend because they win the Premier League. Can we now look at that? Yes, but because of attacking players, you need to kind of put that GA on top of there, and that's why when I say looking at
people like Costa and Hazard had very decent GA for the time that they were there.
These are your Chelsea legends.
I agree.
Why are you talking to me like I didn't call them legends? So give me a player who has GA and cannot be put in the legendary status in your team.
Look for somebody who does penalties. Jorginho.
That's not a legend.
Jorginho is a Chelsea legend.
As I said, he's not a legend, but he does have.
He's
I disagree with him.
He's got good.
Jorginho was. Don't forget, he was in the podium once for Ballon d'Or, yeah?
Which was Fugazi, man. We all know that wasn't. Anyway, guys, you know what? We're gonna sit here, but we know the reason also why he can't be regarded, even with that GA, because you can't score 12 penalties in a season, be top scorer, and come and tell me, yo, bro, me, I'm a legend. We have eyes and we can see.
How I see it, if 2 competent fans have to have a discussion or disagreement, I don't think then you can be a legend. But for me, a legend, if both fans, you support the same team and you can agree, okay, this guy is a legend.
It should be unanimous.
Like it should be unanimous. It should be very easy to make that assumption in there. It should be
is just talking about feelings.
Between who is the one who's talking about feelings? But anyway,
Sanchez.
You know what? We can argue about this all day, but yes, Chelsea did win, and they as we always do with United and Chelsea, you win, I win, you win, I win, you lose, I lose, you draw, I draw. So we'll see whether that works out this coming game week.